So as you mentioned, AK, second place Evo Japan. I think it was 2018. That was in recent years, and the lone Filipino in Rev Major, John Ding, sent him home. He made it that far, and I'm so excited to see these guys square off. So let's actually get into the meat and potatoes of this. We have an interview video. Let's check that one out.
Nakita mo nahihirapan ako mag-Tagalog. Ganyan din ang mangyari sa'yo, mahihirapan ka.
Naalala ko, parang lamang ako. My name is Alexander Gabriel Oliveres. My in-game name is PBE. I'm 19 years old. I'm an esports athlete. Nag-start po ako maglaro ng Tekken nung 4 years old ako. Yun, iniiwan po ako nun sa arcade, tapos naglalaro po ako. Tapos nung 9 years old ako, 10 years old, doon ako nag-start mag-compete. Hindi ko rin alam na dumating na yung time na nananalo na ako ng mga tournaments. Pinakamalaki kong achievement sa ibang bansa nun na nag-third place ako sa Korea. After nun, dumating na yung mga sponsors, dumating na yung mga invitations. Yung most memorable defeat ko, yung sa SEA Games. Kasi di ba nagkatapat po kami ni Kuya Andre, so isang bansa lang yung nire-represent namin eh. Dapat magkakampi kami, di ba? Dapat hindi kami nagkatapat. So yun po yung panalo na ayoko, yung panalo na talo kami.
Hi, my name is Rafael Cueva. Nickname is L. My gamer tag is Vermilion. I play for Signal Ultra. I've been playing Tekken for 20 years, probably, around that mark. First tournament I joined went really bad. The night before that tournament, my only preparation was memorizing the 10-hit combo. And I kind of learned a little bit from there that, I can't win with scrubby tactics like this. So kind of gave me a reality check that I have to learn more things and get better. Last year at Rev Major, I was the last Pinoy standing in that tournament. It was an international tournament, big event here in the Philippines. Tekken kind of ignited my competitive spirit back when I was a kid. The whole high and thrill of competing in high stakes when everyone's watching and cheering for you and stuff. But I also feel like I've gotten a little too far to turn back now, so I really want to take it as further and keep setting my goals higher and higher.
Nafe-feel ko po about sa matchup namin, pantay, and for sure, panigurado, mabibigyan namin ng magandang laro, magandang match yung viewers.
I'd like to believe that I've had enough tournament experience against him already. Yeah, I guess I have a clear plan on how to deal with his playstyle.
Di ko na kasi binibilang, pero based naman sa experience, saka sa naalala ko, parang lamang ako.
AK's been really consistent in winning a lot of tournaments, but there are times where we end up meeting in some, like the Nationals, and I do end up taking him out. You can definitely say I'm excited and looking forward to the 1-7 format.
Madalas pag naglalaro kami, laging clutch, laging dikit, tapos ayun, nauuna lang ako minsan sa galaw. Nakikita ko sa kanya na pag mga long sets, dun lumalabas yung laro ni Kuya L. Parang nakikita niya agad kung ano yung mga mali ng ginagawa ng opponents niya. So, maninibago ako kasi, ayun, laro niya yung gantong setting na matagalan. Adjust na lang siguro ako na nandun na sa mismong laro. Feel ko 6-7 or 7-6 man. Depende na yun sa final set talaga kung sino yung mananalo sa amin. Abangan nyo na lang kung ano mangyayari. For sure, clutch yun. Baka ma-feel nyo na mapatayo kayo sa mga upuan nyo, di ba?
I'm gonna let it go all the way to 7-6. I just want it to be as exciting as it can be for the fans and show everyone why we love the game. There's a lot of crazier moments that can happen. And yes, I do have the advantage in longer sets.
Last message ko kay Vermilion, sorry.
Boom, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Two of them are all revved up and ready to go, and I'm so excited to be calling that match because, as well as what happened yesterday, Vermilion did get third place in the Tekken Online Challenge for the Philippines, and AK again being upsetted by Bruisemaker. So these guys have a point to prove, and they want to be able to showcase their skill here in the Tekken Online Challenge.
Yeah, and here we are at the poll. It's not quite close, but there it is. AK with 68% of the votes, while Vermilion has 31. Podge, let me know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, AK did say it, like in tournament meetings, AK feels and knows that he has the advantage, but right now it's first to 7, and he said it as well as Vermilion. They acknowledge Vermilion has the advantage in longer sets. We've seen some blowouts today. I feel like this match might actually go the distance, and I hope everyone's ready to see that because these guys have prepared for each other.
Yeah, not to mention in an interview, Vermilion did mention that he has a clear game plan against AK and how to deal with his playstyle. So let's hope that he gets to put that to the test here in that first to 7. Mind you, the circumstances in this set will favor Vermilion in the long.
That's true. And when it comes to longer sets, AK is really dominant, especially with his Shaheen. Are we going to see the Shaheen first, or is he going to save it for later? Because we know that he bolsters other characters such as Akuma, such as Geese. But now we're going to find out as we head into our first match, kid.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, again, we are reminding you that this is a first to 7, and AK gonna start off with the Akuma, and Vermilion means business, going straight ahead to Devil Jin.
He means business. He wants to be able to warm up that Devil Jin, and he wants that Devil Gene to be fed to any of characters AK is going to present. But he's starting out with the big dog here, Akuma. We saw how dangerous his Akuma was on stream yesterday, and I'm sure Vermilion has prepared for this matchup.
All right, fitting stage for a Devil and also Akuma, a demon himself. Let's see how things are gonna go. AK, of course, this is his feeling out process character. If Akuma or any other character that he chose doesn't work, he's gonna switch back to Shaheen eventually, the character that he's primarily known for.
So far, back and forth they go. No one has the real estate advantage just yet. AK still working on that. Vermilion just backing off ever so slightly. An excellent Wraith Kick, nice Steel Pedal follow-up. And now the damage is going back and forth. The crowd crushes the cancels on AK. He wants to be able to dictate this dance.
This is a really good game plan for Vermilion, because whenever a Hadouken would be blocked, it can be punished by back 1-2. -12, that's the Wraith Kick, that's the guaranteed, and there it is, the broken plate thrown at AK.
And it just shows that these two have a lot to prove, because they want to be able to, showcase what they got, since yesterday the spotlight wasn't really on them. And now this is their chance to be able to prove to everyone, prove to the world what Philippine Tekken is all about and what they are all about.
Oh, very good block, but the sidewall saves AK's life right there. Vermilion hoping to get out of that situation, but AK is the one on the unfortunate side of things. Piston Squad almost connects, but Vermilion crushes him.
Wow, these Wraith Kicks are doing a lot of work for Vermilion. And now Vermilion in the life lead. Wow, he was able to nullify that with that jump in. Oh, Tatsu just to carry him, spends the bar to complete that combo. AK on the board.
And that's going to matter a lot, because again, Akuma has gone through many different nerfs. The amount of bar that you can get for you to be able to spend it is going to matter so much. AK with the Piston Squad to end that combo. What a very innovative kind of combo from AK.
Yeah, he's very creative, and AK has to be very creative and economical when he has to use this bar, because this is Vermilion. Nice Wraith Kicks. Oh, charges it up, but AK practicing some movements, gets the side splat, readjusts accordingly, but another side splat does save Vermilion's life. Goes for the demon. Enough time to jump? Not quite, though.
I don't think that... Okay, I'm not entirely sure if AK's game plan was, I'm gonna let him Wraith Kick me, and then he won't have enough time to jump away from my Wrath of the Raging Demon. So that was pretty smart from AK, but Vermilion catches him out of the air, falls with a combo.
Yeah, and this is a marathon, not a sprint. Vermilion's got to shake up those cobwebs. Even though that round did not go in his favor, he will have to try to come back at this.
Alright, AK trying to catch him with the tech trap again, running one. Vermilion catches him with a demon paw. Here we go.
And now AK is near that wall. Again, these Wraith Kicks have been finding its target. Tried to go for that delayed cop kick. The 1-1-2, the 3-hit combo. 3-piece with Soda. Vermilion came to fight.
Alright, here we go. This is game 1 and we're already at the final round. The first health sweep we've seen in this game, ladies and gentlemen. AK pushed to that wall. The heaven denied. That chokeslam from hell up against that wall. Demon flip mix-ups coming in, but Vermilion again, so patient.
That dog. AK tried charging up. Vermilion had it scouted. Nice while rising 2 there. Vermilion now back against the wall. AK jumps in on him, and slowly he's building that bar, and he is burning red.
Alright, now this doesn't look good for AK. Vermilion does have the life advantage again. He does have 1 stick of butter, but that 1 stick of butter won't be spent. Back 1-2 to finish things off, and Vermilion finishes strong in game 1.
Wow. So just as you mentioned, it's just the first game and we're already at the final round. We did see that with Coffee Prince versus Dojin, but you saw how Dojin was able to run away with that momentum. AK cannot falter. He needs to be able to come back from this and shake out those cobwebs and shake the nerves away to try and slay and exercise this devil.
Again, anything that's not Shaheen is AK's feeling out process character. If it does not work out, he will switch back to Shaheen. Although, we have been seeing many different strategies from AK in the past few tournaments that we've casted in Punch. The question is now, is he going to switch back to a different feeling out character, or will he stick with the Akuma?
Well, it's first to 7, so he does have breathing room to let the Akuma work. Like you said, final round. That's what this match was able to reach. So the Akuma was effective. Maybe he'll try to change up the real estate, try to change up the stage first. Then if that doesn't work, he has old reliable Shaheen just in case.
Absolutely. Again, guys, the Shaheen that AK is most well known for, the character that brought him to second place in Evo Japan, giving attention to the Filipino Tekken community. Here we go, Howard Estate. Now, I'm reminding everybody out there, whenever AK loses a game, he switches to Howard Estate no matter what the character, and it has been proven effective.
Yeah, I really think Geese Howard should charge AK for rent. He's been using his stage for so long. Come on. If you know AK, he loses, doesn't change character, as you mentioned, goes to Howard Estate right away. He's got to pay for these tatami walls. They're pretty expensive.
I mean, Akuma, he migrates a lot. He's in many different games already, but here we go. Vermilion starts things off with a health lead.
Early seconds, Ernie has the advantage, breaking that tatami wall, goes for the lasers. Interesting setup, keeping AK in this corner. Wow, look at that! Make sure you get the electric in and ducks the high there.
The aneurysm punch, although it did connect to Vermilion, the electric does have fast recovery. Ladies and gentlemen, Vermilion takes that one on the board.
Yeah, the execution on this man is no joke. So is AK as well. Both using Akuma, he has a pretty high execution barrier.
Here we go. Now, Vermilion. You've seen Vermilion in many different matches already, and you see how aggressive he can get. But right now, I think this is the game plan that he's telling us about how to fight AK. AK pressed the button on that second hit on the health kick, the Wraith kick. It's been making numbers on AK already.
Yep. Wow, Samsara to close out that second round. Are you kidding me? Vermilion is on fire, and this is what AK has to be able to, just weather out the early storm, because Vermilion, again, he needs to get a feel of him before the Shaheen comes out.
And this is really bad for AK because, again, Vermilion is good in long sets, but if you give him the advantage already in the first few sets, that's not good news.
Another Samsara finds a target. Look at the movement from Vermilion. Now it's AK who has to fight his way outside of that tatami wall. Nice blocks from Vermilion, just slowing down the pace of his offense as the clock winds down under 30 seconds.
And you guys can notice that AK, he would sidestep left this time, but Vermilion is so patient with his health sweeps and whatever move he tries to do. AK tries to fix it up, but then again, here we go, down 3. This should be it. Wrath of the Raging Demon to finish it off, and AK finally on the board.
Yeah, this is better experience from AK. Was unshaken by the life deficit he had. Was able to find an opening, and he was able to run away with it. Still alive in round number 3, heading into round number 4 now.
Here we go, looking for that back 2, but still AK getting caught by a lot of these Wraith kicks. Oh, he's so lucky that Vermilion whipped that, but still, he gets caught by the wall standing 2. Here we go to the wall. There's going to be a lot of damage, not putting AK in rage though. There he is.
Things are coming up for Vermilion. High volume of offense, and it pays off for Vermilion. He's up by 2, kid, and actually getting a little concerned from AK because, as you mentioned, we did give the edge to Vermilion in longer sets, and he seems to be dominating this early part. Again, never say never. We're still a race to 7, but you know what? In this marathon, Vermilion's up by 2.
Again, guys, Vermilion is no slouch. Although he did not make as much international presence be known, he does have the skill to take down the gods here in the Philippines. The big question here is, will AK, make a stand and stand up against Vermilion and go pick Shaheen?
And you told me a very interesting story about him in Bacolod. You told me he was banned from tournaments. Shine some light on that.
From what I heard, Vermilion was banned from a couple of tournaments in Bacolod, his hometown, right? And for the reason being he was too good. So Vermilion, having no other choice, he had to resort to online. So he was called the online warrior, the online god for a while. That's why you can see a lot of like 400k points. 400k points on Devil Jin,
That's a problem, but I see it as a good problem because you're too good for our tournaments. You can't. You're the final boss in this tournament. That just shows how scary Vermilion is. We call him the Visayan Super Saiyan. I think he's leveled up. I think he's the Visayan Supernova because he's been making a name for himself this year. And here he's trying to work on 3-0ing Dojin in this next matchup. But we're going to see a lore match. Devil Jin versus Kazumi. We've seen AK use the Kazumi, another feeling out character, so still hasn't reached that point where he has to bring out the big guns, the real final boss on AK's part.
And with the amount of experience that Vermilion gathered in Bacolod, he did travel to different places here in the Philippines just to participate in tournaments. But here we go, we're focusing on AK right now with the character switch. Now, I would understand why he chose Kazumi here, because he wants that movement. He wants the sidestep potential just to dodge those here. Here we go.
It's happening, and now Vermilion just catches him with a launcher there. You saw how he was able to just pressure him towards that wall with that diamond flash. Oh my god, Vermilion just hitting him with another electric.
Alright, laser scraper again. Now you can see Vermilion, although Vermilion did not, spam a lot of laser scraper. Oh, what a block! Wow. Amazing!
You were saying?
Okay. I was saying, like, Vermilion didn't use a lot of laser scrapers in game 1 and 2. That's because Akuma doesn't really have that much good sidestep ability. But this time, he's using it a lot more against AK because he's using a movement-based character.
Boom. Great insight, kid. And Vermilion seems to be paying off with that strategy. AK, you saw how he was sidestepping to the left and just trying to avoid the tools of Vermilion, but he gets caught once again. Vermilion showing how he's so dominant in long sets, and he needs one more hit just to do it, to seal the deal in that second in the second round.
So smart. AK had that fear in him that he might get blocked again, but Vermilion also smart that, you know what, I put fear into AK. I'm gonna let him do the hop kick and I'm gonna punish him. Here we go, Vermilion. You know that he's confident, but he starts wave dashing in your face.
True, but we've seen time and time again how AK is able to instill that kind of fear in Vermilion just to second guess his offense. But right now it seems like Vermilion is ready for the matchup. And now he is slowly stalking his prey, AK, making sure his shots would count. Remember, he has that diamond flash loaded just for him to push Vermilion towards that wall.
We're already 30 seconds in, and look at the amount of health that hasn't been taken away from both of these guys. Down forward one has been abused by AK, but still Vermilion's defense is so good. The game plan is showing.
Very true. AK now in the life deficit as the clock winds down. Not going for big hits. 1-1 2 will connect. Going for a charge up, but AK using his sidestep there goes for the lows from Fearless Warrior. One more hit would do it. Wow, just runs away. He's gonna time scam.
Alright, very smart decision making from AK. He knows that Vermilion has put fear into him, but he's showing that he's fearless. Ladies and gentlemen, good block on the low. AK got the reactions, the young man reaction.
No, very true. Okay, gets the real estate advantage here, pushing Vermilion towards that wall. Stature smash, and now excellent wake-up option there by Vermilion.
Alright, now AK again, now he's the one being pushed away from the wall. The Wraith Kick again, the abuse from Vermilion. -7, ladies and gentlemen. 35 seconds left. Good break on that throw. No, he ducked that throw. Now, what's he gonna do? AK is trying to get away from the wall. You can see him sidestep.
Oh, wow. He was able to find him there with that knee. Gonna find the wall once again. And Kazumi Wall is her best friend, especially with that tiger.
Yeah, especially. And AK right now bringing it back 2 rounds straight already. Vermilion not going for the rest of the tsunami kick, but wow! Down back 2, already knocks down in this new patch. This is really good for Vermilion. AK right now still trying to open his defense up.
Look at these pokes. AK is winning in the poke department. Vermilion just swinging for the fences, trying to go for something big. But look at the movement! The movement from AK. Vermilion has to be wary, and that probably got his attention. He's got to throw out more options for AK to nullify the movement.
And this is exactly why Vermilion hasn't been throwing out any health creep. It's because AK can move around comfortably with the character that he has, but the rage drive is going to be spent. We're going to be seeing a wall, but not enough to kill AK. One more hit, the broken plate. 3-0 so far against AK. Vermilion coming up strong.
Coming up strong, but AK is slowly gaining his momentum. That Kazumi matchup was too close for comfort, and that got Vermilion's attention. He's got to change up the strategy because AK was at the cusp of getting one match in. I understand it's 7, it's race to 7, but you can't give AK any momentum because he will take that and he will instill the fear of God in you.
But again, this is what Vermilion mentioned. He's much better in longer sets, but if you give him the first 3 sets already, then you're gonna have to make a decision that I should pick my final boss already. AK should switch things up and switch his game plan because Vermilion already has his number. Although he does get 2 rounds afterwards, it's almost as if it's mercy, you know?
Ooh, that's very true. Are we gonna see that? Because I think it just seems like Vermilion's confidence now seems unshaken. Unless AK brings out the Shaheen, then we'll be able to see. But the Howard Estate is still up for grabs. Is he going to go for that with Kazumi now?
That is the big question until we see the loading screen, and here we go. Howard Estate going to be picked out by AK. Now, AK, with this decision making, we can tell already that he's comfortable with the Kazumi pick because of the movement that she provides the AK, and also with the Howard Estate, this is home court advantage.
True. So this is a very important round for AK because this seems to be his second to the last character because he's gonna have to gamble all in Shaheen. Wow, monstrous start for Vermilion with that electric.
Do so much as whiff a jab in front of Vermilion, and you can see the electric already just connecting onto AK. Now Vermilion with a low parry of offense is on his side, and he goes for the rest of the string. AK caught pressing with the 7 golden letters. Vermilion making a statement.
Vermilion's got to write a check to Geese Howard because it seems like this is his house now. AK needs to find an opening and try to gain back the momentum he has lost. Nice block on the low to Tsunami kicks. Vermilion's defense is unquestionable.
1-1 into 1-1-2 answer from AK again. Now he needs to keep this up. The laser is guaranteed now. You can see him, but he's slowly being backdash away into that wall. Are we going to see the tatami wall? No, we will not. Vermilion again has AK up against there. Here we go.
AK was looking for that, loaded it up and well sniped out. Are we going to see a combo video? Goes for the tiger. Oh my god, he rolled out of the way and Vermilion goes for the rage art.
Tried to go for the max times combo, but unfortunately it wasn't in his favor. Vermilion will put a considerable amount of damage onto AK. One more mix-up, spends that rage drive. Vermilion saw that, but the forward 2 so close from AK, but he comes back, ruining and breaking Vermilion's momentum.
Back and forth they go. That final exchange is very unfortunate for Vermilion. Now AK seems like he's running with the second win. Nice flash punch once again. The Fearless Warrior mix-ups are coming in. Gets the grab. Tatami wall, luckily not behind Vermilion directly, and he's fighting his way outside of that wall break.
He got hit by all 3 parts of the laser scraper. Electric's coming in again. Better pay your bills, girl. AK spends that rage art, but Vermilion is too patient for his own good. My goodness.
Just when you think Vermilion is going to do a pitbull style and just go for broke, he just pulls the brakes there. And right now, dominating the first round, he knows when to switch it on and off.
Exactly, Poch. Oh, the FF4 gonna connect. Are we gonna see the other side of the screen, ladies and gentlemen? No, just a bit short. Vermilion gets up immediately, hoping to break that momentum with single jabs, keeping him in check. Again, Kazuki has a new move and it's running one and hoping AK could utilize that to his advantage.
Oh, excellent throw escape from Vermilion. Electric just to make sure that AK watches his movement. Nice diamond flash once again. Vermilion's back is against the Tommy Wall. AK will capitalize.
Alright, here we go to the breakable balcony we can see, and there it is. Goes for the max damage combo instead. Vermilion does have rage. AK has to be super careful, and there it is. He spends it immediately going downstairs as well. He still has it, ladies and gentlemen. 5 seconds left. Vermilion playing the time scam right now. That is an auto block. Do something!
Oh my god, Vermilion! Like a thief in the night, just flying away with that victory.
Let me explain what happened. Let me explain what happened, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why he went for the fly option was because it was meant to spend 4 seconds of not being touched. The thing is, if you try to like jump and punch him or like go for a delayed hop kick, you can't because fly has auto block on. And it's just completely impossible to catch Vermilion in that regard. So, smart decision making from Vermilion right there. Now the big question here is it's already 4-0 Poch. AK is 2 games away from losing it all. What is he gonna do?
My god, he's gotta bring out the big guns. He can't mess around anymore. Vermilion came to play. He went with his main character. And now it's going to be a big hill to climb because Vermilion put some mileage between him and AK with 4 straight. Who can say that they got 4 straight matches against AK? But we haven't seen his Shaheen yet. That's
absolutely. And if fans are watching right now, they're saying the same thing. Pull out the Shaheen. Please bring out the Shaheen. Let them know what you're made of. You do not want to go out with 0 points in the bag.
Very true.
There it is.
Yep, going to a geometric plane. That's what the stage gods blessed us. Now, I can honestly say this is AK's final form, and Vermilion knows that. He is still not letting go of the momentum. He knows what's in front of him, but a little confidence is on his side because he's able to get 4 matches over AK.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the classic AK costume, the blue costume.
The casual Friday costume.
Alright, let's see. Sidestep again. You're going to see AK sidestep a lot more this time because he's more confident with his character. But, you know, with confidence comes unexpected.
Low parry found its mark. Vermilion could not connect that electric ender. AK has to be wary of his low strikes because Vermilion seems to be very ready. Look at the movement, the confidence that Vermilion is displaying on screen. Nice hell sweep, well sniped by Vermilion.
This is probably the second single hell sweep that we've seen from Vermilion. You know he's living in fear of AK being able to sidestep that because it's so linear. And the fact that he's scared of AK being able to sidestep this knows that the amount of skill that AK has to do it.
AK winning in the poke department. High volume of offense. Now Vermilion is in rage. Hop kick will be connecting, but couldn't connect the combo there. AK can run away with it. Ducks the electric. Vermilion still has rage. Oh, finds it with a rising 2. Straight to rage art.
Alright, this should be able to take this one out against AK again. While rising 2 into rage art. That's some cooldown special right there if I've ever seen one. Vermilion again. The mix-ups are coming in. AK gets the grab as well.
Yeah, he's got to worry about that. This is AK's final form, Vermilion. He brought out the main character of AK. Now AK, nice Altair hop kick. Finds the wall, couldn't capitalize on it, but he's almost done. 7 golden letters. Shaheen is ready. Shaheen is ready.
I mean, what I tell you guys, the movement that AK has, Vermilion did one single move and AK sidestep into the hop kick, and that's exactly the type of movement that you need to be able to fight Vermilion at a high level. Electric still gonna catch AK off guard and a carry to the wall. Big damage.
Huge damage and another hell sweep. Risk for his trouble. One more would do it. Doesn't even need the choke slam.
But he's gonna do it anyway. He's 1 round away from taking it 5 games. AK with a hop kick at the start of the round. Truly in Filipino, good sir.
The guts, the audacity, and the courage there. But look at that. Samsara lands in favor of Vermilion. Nice block on the low. The rising 2 special there from Vermilion.
And there it is, while standing 3-3. Good adjustment to the combo. Vermilion's going to be in big trouble. This should be an OP situation right there, but instead, AK is going to go for a big boy damage combo. Sidestep after sidestep into block. Good block by Vermilion. A pixel of health left. And wow, the low parry. This is going to kill, though. I think.
Have to hold our breath, but man, Rage
I think it's
finishes.
a hit,
It is! Wow, Vermilion making a huge statement. Up 5 matches against AK.
I am worried for the AK fans. I am worried for the AK fans, and I also am an AK fan myself, so I am worried for AK right now. He needs to make a statement against Vermilion. He does. This is important to him.
Very. And
the stakes are high.
Stakes are very high. Okay, let me look into my crystal ball, because let's say AK goes Howard Estate, gets the win. Vermilion's gonna go to Forgotten Realm. And we know he's bodied a lot of people in Forgotten Realm. That is his home court. AK is in huge trouble. He needs to find a way. Just find something in his second IQ. Have like a brain blast moment for him to be able to solve the problem that's ahead of him. That is named Vermilion.
Exactly, and I love that you pointed that out, Potch, because again, Vermilion isn't the only threat. Vermilion on Devil Jin isn't the only threat here. It's also the stage that comes with it if you beat him, if you do manage to beat him in a game. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the deciding factor is going to be what's it going to take for AK to actually get finally get a game against Vermilion here.
Can I just say that Vermilion coming in as the underdog is proving everyone wrong. We saw the poll. They all said that it might be AK that's going to take this one. It was a close game, but so far 5-0 in favor of Vermilion. He is leveled up. He has transcended, and he is taking the fight to AK.
Absolutely, Potch. Now, here we are in the Howard Estate. AK fans are praying on their knees right now. Devil Jin versus Shaheen, 5-0 in favor of Vermilion. Something you don't see every day.
Yeah. How many times do we see Devil Jin and Howard Estate? We've seen him way too many times, and AK needs to find a solution to this puzzle that's in front of him. A low parry is going to help him do that.
Oh, he doesn't continue the second hit of down back to 1, but down forward 1 will connect as a counter hit in the middle of a down 3 from AK. Laser going to be connected. Oh, hop kick almost connects as well. Vermilion is half health. Puts AK just outside of range, literally just a pixel of it. Hellspeed going to connect. Vermilion going to carry to the other wall. AK is in big trouble. AK is dead.
Wow. Oh my gosh. And Vermilion popping off just there. He realizes the big threat that's ahead of him. He can't let go of looking at the goal right now. Vermilion cannot be deterred. AK is still fighting back. Collects a huge damage with that Serpent. Followed it up. Scorpion Tail Ender.
Alright, here we go. Go for the slidey. AK might be on a roll this time. Oh, hop kick almost catches him. Vermilion goes for the forward 1+2, but doesn't continue it. He knows he's gonna get punished.
Wow, flash punch sidewall saves his left, didn't get splatted there, but well sniped Altair from AK gets 1 round in the bag.
Alright, there it is again, guys. Movement is very important in Tekken 7, and you saw that just now. Sidestep into a launcher, and that's how AK rolls. Vermilion, though, he still hasn't flustered even just a little bit. You're the best in this country. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. This is the chameleon gene I'm telling you about. He just knows which playstyle suits him best. But AK, he hasn't won those accolades for nothing. He could try to come back from this, but a Demon Hoof will connect in favor of Vermilion. The Tommy wall gets broken. Nice electric ender there to keep following it up. But no, AK answers back with a Raid Strike.
Alright, here we go. Are we going to be seeing a second wall here? No, the last hit is not going to connect. And the, what do you call that stance, Punch?
The silent, wait, sorry, that's silent entry. The Serpent or the silent flow, like I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out later on, but here we go. Vermilion gonna carry to that wall. Here we go, the AK special, ladies and gentlemen. 2 walls broken already.
Whoa! Correction there. All walls broken. Now there's a balcony that's left. Nice raise kick, steel pedal follow-up. Another one, back turn. Vermilion is standing in front of him. Nice block on the Altair. Vermilion still following up with a broken plate. 1 more hit would do it. He has to be very careful. He's got to shut AK down. That was so close for Vermilion. Now we're at the final round.
Although AK has the advantage in the first 2 rounds, Vermilion always seems to make it so hard for him to make it reach a final round. My goodness, Vermilion is looking so strong right now, and this is the strongest he's ever been.
Very true, but look at that half health. Vermilion trying to load up on something big. He finds it, and luckily the balcony is there. Breaks it with that tongue belt, follows it up, gets the screw, wants to find the Lotus walls there. Steel pedal gets blocked. AK's defense is being questioned, and Vermilion is still trying to find his opening.
Alright, now here we go. You can see Vermilion backdashing away again. AK is struggling to find an opening. Whenever he approaches, he's living in fear of that electric, the sidestep again. You know how linear that can be, but here we go. This might be AK's first game, and finally, ladies and gentlemen, to the fans of AK right there, he is on the board 5-1, but it is a high hill to climb.
Yes, it is a high hill to climb for AK because Vermilion's up by 5. So he's up by 4, technically, 5-1. But you know what? If anyone can do it, it can be AK. Is this the comeback of the century in the Tekken Online Challenge? We'll find out. And I believe the stance of Shaheen is Snake or Stealth stance, where he can go for the stealth step or snake step, wherever you. Yeah, that's what I've learned. Shoutouts to Frame Whisperer. Like I watched it. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like it. But AK again showing the options from that stance. And you know what? There's no secret to his strategy. He really wants to implore just those mix-up from crouch and just follow up with just excellent movement and just poke his opponent to death. And that's what Vermilion is ready for. Let's see if his confidence is shaken because AK is already awake. That round, that match was too close for comfort. But let's see how he fares in now Vermilion's home court because this is the first time we're going to be seeing Vermilion choose the stage.
And I'd like to remind you, Posh, that AK had to struggle to get that one game. He's going to have to struggle even more to get 6 more games if he wants to win this Posh.
Exactly. But, you know, if anyone can do it, it's AK. And it just shows that Vermilion is taking this challenge. He's taking it so seriously. He's not giving AK any room to breathe. He doesn't want to relax until he gets the 7 wins. Again, first to 7, and here we are, Forgotten Realm.
All right, home court advantage for Vermilion, guys. To anyone who's been paying attention, this is Vermilion's go-to stage. He's destroyed so many people in this stage alone. Devil Jin and Forgotten Realm, name a better duo.
Vermilion and Devil Jin.
Oh, I mean, you're not wrong.
All three are just just peanut butter jelly and I don't know. I'm trying to think of three things that go together. But
peanut butter jelly and bread.
There you go. There it is. There it is. So let's see how AK will fare against. Oh wow! Going to the well once again with that hop kick, and Vermilion was in the midst of that, and AK scores first blood and that first floor break. Oh my
there it is, catches him on the cross up. Are we going to be shooting a second wall? No, we won't, but he will destroy any wall he can get just to stop Vermilion from that momentum. Good launch punish coming in from Vermilion, and will take that last floor for himself. You know what, kid? I'm going to stop you right here.
Yeah, you know what? AK, great job just destroying the floors there, just so it'll just nullify Vermilion's combo. And now we're at the basement. We're at the basement, kid.
Already in the first round. I love what AK is doing, by the way. He's baiting Vermilion into pressing the button after blocking a down forward 1. He sidesteps afterwards just to get that down forward 2 in a launcher, which is safe, I'm reminding you all. And now Vermilion on to that next wall. Big damage.
Did you see that sequence? They were just ducking in front of each other, and Vermilion was able to punish the Rising 2. Vermilion, though, pressing a button, and with a whirlwind kick with AK, finds himself at that sidewall situation.
And you can see AK is not running out of steam, ladies and gentlemen, but running out of steam, you need electricity for that. Here we go. Vermilion puts AK in rage. Wraith kick again. Now, both players are at rage. Both have to be very, very careful. What is going to happen? Backdashing until backdashing. 10 seconds in. L sweep to finish it off. The bravery from Vermilion. Rage art to answer. Let him know what you think.
Exactly. Vermilion just using that Rage Art. Didn't have to go for it, but wants to collect his thoughts. I've asked a lot of pro players. They go for that Rage Art just so they can just collect their thoughts, because they're going up against AK, and AK's all powered up. He's fed. He knows what he has to do, and he took away all the floor breaks from Vermilion. Now he's poking away the high volume of pokes, but Vermilion will not be deterred.
All right, to the other side of the wall we go. Goes for the OK combo. Demon Paw is fished for again. AK down forward, one side step block. There it is. Low parry to just finish that, pressure off, and Vermilion is in, deep waters right now, but he's the sea monster. He is the sea monster. AK is drowning. Chokeslam from hell. One round away from taking it 6-1.
Signal Ultra Vermilion is going Ultra Instinct right now with those low defenses. The low parries and the low blocks have been paying off for Vermilion. Now he's going to capitalize on that 1-1-2. AK's got to get up, and he's got to be very careful. Another low parry. Well scouted by Vermilion.
So offensive, Vermilion, with these low parries. AK trying to get up with an instant while standing 3-3, but still, he looks a bit flustered right now. He would rather take a slide rather than a hot kick. So very good decision making from Vermilion. Again, he's living in fear of the Hell Sweep. And there it is, the Wraith kick. One more mix-up to do it. Can AK do a miracle run? Down 4, 20 seconds left. Down 4 again. He's looking for it. What's he gonna do?
He's trying to load the Rage Drive, but no, Vermilion just denies it. And it is now 6-1. Kid, Vermilion is on the run of a lifetime here against AK.
Once people, once you guys get to realize that it isn't only just AK and Dojin and Maru, they aren't the only monsters here. Guys, better prepare for Vermilion. You guys better be prepared.
I'm pretty sure they're well aware of the things that go bump in the night named Vermilion. He is a monster with Devil Jin. A lot of people know him, and now he's making a name for himself here in the Tekken Online Challenge. AK not looking too good right now. He's in big trouble. Vermilion at match point, 3 more rounds away for him to cement himself in Tekken history, going up against AK. So, wow. Just when we said that, when they were saying that Vermilion has the advantage in long sets, who knew that the advantage was this much?
I mean, even at the start of the, 5 games, he just steamrolled AK in those first 5 games, and then until the 6th game, he made him struggle. What is gonna happen here, Poch?
Those were really intense matches. We can't say that it was really one-sided, even though the score, you really have to watch everything, because AK was going back and forth with the Akuma, with the Kazumi, but now AK just has to put it together. He has to be able to, run the whole 9 yards and just, secure the rounds in the bag. He's got to shake out he's got to play like his life depended on it. Forget the scores, forget the thing that's on the line. He's just got to play for his life.
Absolutely. Now AK again gets hit. Vermilion with the confident Hell Sweep right now. AK pushed up against that wall, trying to go for the cross up, and again so confident with these Hell Sweeps already caught.
Not to discount AK, this is his stage, so let's see if he'll be able to take advantage of the environment here. Tatami Walls again, very far from Vermilion. Vermilion stalking his prey, but the orbital will connect in favor of AK, and now he's going to just push Vermilion to gain a lot of damage.
And now this is still the first round. I'm reminding everybody that this is still the first round. 17 seconds in, one more mix-up, down forward one, caught AK ducking.
Wow, Vermilion once again was able to just pick up the pieces there. Blocked Altair, and Vermilion is ready for the Flash Punch combo.
Right, down 4 again. AK is looking for everything possible that he can poke Vermilion out with, and even though he's doing that, Vermilion is keeping his distance, but the orbital is gonna catch him off guard to the wall. We go, no screw yet.
There we find the wall break, finds another wall. Is he gonna be at the end of a combo video? Slides on him. Vermilion is seething red. AK trying to close this one out. Nice low. Oh my god, electric. And now sidewall will just continue the damage for AK.
Oh, that was a big mistake from Vermilion. He went for the crouch dash 3, but it got him behind. It got him back turned against AK, which gave AK the advantage.
And now Vermilion trying to find his opening. Nice block on the orbital. They're going back and forth and stand up. Vermilion now moving and juking and jiving away from the offense of AK. AK, though, realizing the wall is right there for the taking. He finds an eagle uppercut, though.
Gonna be seeing the wall as well. Ooh, put in a weird situation. Vermilion gotta go for the low get up kick, sidestep again. Movement is so good from AK. It's so on point today, regardless of the score. One, jab checks, and the magic 4 as well. We're gonna be seeing another combo video, ladies and gentlemen.
No, wow. He wanted to go there, but didn't need to. Again, there's a tatami wall for AK to capitalize on Vermilion. Changing up his offense. Jab floater to open it up for Vermilion.
Right, 1-1-2 goes for the hooky combo. 10 seconds in, AK gets caught once more by the electric tsunami kick punish. AK right now is not a good spot. Hell sweep again. Nobody ever expected.
And look at that Ender, watch out, steel pedal gets blocked, nice block, but AK answers back with a rage drive. The wall is right there, but he's just going to take real estate advantage. He didn't find it. Wow, follows up with a silent Rigel, tries to go for the twist and uppercut, and now AK putting Vermilion in the red. He won't be able to block it. AK is up will have 2 rounds in the hole.
This game got us flustered already, Potch. We're nearly at a loss for words. We do play-by-play, but we almost jumble in our words. It's crazy. This game's crazy, guys.
Oh, wow. AK mounting a comeback of the century if he's able to put things together, but we got to take it one match at a time, kid. One match at a time. Now, Vermilion still needs one more match to go. We're probably going to see Forgotten Realm once again.
Absolutely, and this could be the defining game for Vermilion. Once he takes this, he makes a name for himself that I am a God Slayer.
True. And you know what's interesting about God Slayers? They become gods themselves, right? He's cementing his legacy here in Tekken Online Challenge. He can actually put in his resume, his Tekken resume, that he's able to win in a 1-7 or against AK, but we might be getting ahead of ourselves. Did you not forget he's up against AK? He can mount the comeback of the century. And imagine if he does, what that will shake up Vermilion's confidence. He does have all the pieces here for him to just take it home, but he cannot falter. He needs to have faith in himself, and he needs to just take it home, because AK is the one for the job. If ever someone have a miracle run, it's this Wonder Kid.
And mind you, Potch, back in previous tournaments, in many different tournaments that AK and Vermilion have gone through, it's always AK that comes out on top. It's such a completely different story that we're seeing right now. Vermilion, again, goes for the Forgotten Realm. AK, tough hill to climb.
Yeah, tough hill to climb. Vermilion is actually just dragging AK to deep waters here. Will he sink or will he swim? Again, pressure is so heavy on AK, but kid, diamonds are made under pressure.
And he might just feel, oh, there it is. He feels the pressure already, but he dropped the combo, which is not really that unfortunate. He does dish out a bit of damage. Come in from Vermilion. Here we go. The sidestep. AK is on a roll.
All part of the plan. Following it up, another slide serpent's finish. Wow. Monstrous 19 seconds offense from AK.
Absolutely. Now, Vermilion, the game plan for AK right now is to get all the possible floors. Oh, Vermilion gets one though. What's he gonna do to the next one? AK dishes out a bit of... No, Vermilion dishes out a bit of damage. Look at this. Ooh!
That is ridiculous damage. High volume start from Vermilion. Oh, Wraith Kick follow for the steel pedal. Charges it up, but the movement from AK. Wow, just interesting situation. Oh, broken plate to close it out. Vermilion not letting go of that momentum.
That was nuts. That second hit could have hit, but AK put in an unfortunate situation right now. He started things off with a hop kick. This kid is so good. Electric, even though he was crouching, we take those.
Vermilion will take that, and he'll take this floor break to continue the offense. The damage finds the wall. Oh, health sweep no one was home there. AK following it up. Wraith Kick, steel pedal follow up. Tried to go for a Tongbell there. Didn't want to go for that rising 3-3. AK trying to fish for something. Broken play once again. One more round away is Vermilion to glory.
Potential final round for Vermilion. AK gonna have to switch things up if he doesn't want it to end here. You can see him backdashing, maintaining that spacing. He's playing a bit more safe, but AK is still the kid that he is. AK will be AK, maintaining that aggression. He wants Vermilion. He smells blood in the water, but Vermilion is not allowing it.
Very true. AK trying to light up Vermilion with these pokes. Wow, neutral orbital. No one home there. Oblique kick finds its target. Wraith kick so far is being nullified. AK winning in the stand-up department, trying to swing for something big. Less than 30 seconds left. Altair lands for AK.
There it is. That should be it there. My goodness, AK taking it back. Can he go to a... Can he get a third game in his bag, Potts?
Wraith kick, another steel pedal follow-up. It looks like Vermilion is dominating the early seconds of this round. AK might have to go in plus ultra mode of his own for him to stay alive here. Trying to fish for something big. Vermilion just running away with it. Waiting for something, waiting for AK to overextend, but an electric finds its target. Vermilion, and the wall is right there. Completes the scraper ender. And now, about to be 30 seconds left on the clock.
All right, now AK does have Vermilion up against the wall. He does have access to rage. Vermilion is put under pressure. 1-1-2 punish is going to finish things off, and Vermilion takes it against AK. 7-2. Making a statement to everybody here in the Philippines that AK is not the only god here. It is me. I am the Devil Jin.
Wow. Vermilion showing everyone who he is right now. Making a statement. Going plus ultra there. That's... I mean, if you look back at the tapes, it was so close. Like, we had a lot of final rounds, but at the end of the day, it was 7-2. 7-2 in favor of Vermilion. You know, he had such an amazing showing in the tournament yesterday. He got third place, but man, this seems like the real big homecoming victory for him. So congratulations to the Visayan Super Saiyan, the Visayan Supernova that is Vermilion, but still AK. You know what? Props to him. He had a really good showing of his Akuma, his Kazumi, and his Shaheen. The Shaheen, again, being the final boss for this matchup, got a lot of work in there. It was Vermilion's night tonight.
That was a complete struggle of a game coming in from AK, and Vermilion did just that. You know, big props to this guy for improving so immensely. And AK, you know, we know him as this prodigy, we know him as this god, but sometimes gods do fall. Such a good match. Although it's 7-2, every single round of all those games have been so close.
It was action-packed from pillar to post. And just to bring up the Twitter poll we saw, Vermilion just shutting down all the odds that were against him. Because it was pretty... the crowd was convinced that AK was going to take this. But, you know, I have a feeling that it was that devil gene in him that activated when he saw that. He wanted to prove everyone, hey, 1st to 7, it's my thing. Long sets, that's my department. And now AK, sorry, that would be for your expense, but he was on fire. He was really on fire. He didn't even switch characters. He just went with a Devil Jin, plain and simple, changed up his timing, but you knew that he wanted to land those Wraith kicks. You knew that he wanted to keep him honest with those electrics. And, you know, just close out those rounds with those broken plates.
And even though this was a very long set, it matters how many hell sweeps Vermilion did this entire set, because you know he respects. That is the amount of respect that he gives to AK. He's not
for sure.
You know, it's not just, you know, spamming hell sweeps. He knows he's not gonna block it, blah blah blah, right? No, that's respect right there. Vermilion was on fire today. He played out of his mind. AK also played out of his mind, but it just so happens that Vermilion came out on top, and man, big props to him.
Yeah, big props to Vermilion, big props to AK, especially how AK was able to bring out the plethora of characters under his belt. He had the Akuma, he had the Kazumi, and it was just a great showing. And we're just going to take a very short break, ladies and gentlemen, but right after that, we'll be talking to Vermilion and AK. Don't go away. Tekken Online Challenge. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tekken 7 Online Challenge. Potch Spice and Kid now here with AK and Vermilion. What a set you guys just had. Let's try to break it down. Did anything surprise you guys with the matchup you guys just played? Let's start with AK.
Opo, marami. Kasi, syempre, yung huling pagkita po namin ni Kuya El, nung ano pa yun nung last tournament passing, sobrang tagal na talaga. So, nanibago ako sa gameplay niya and yun, medyo weird na parang, talagang pinaghandaan nga ako ni Kuya El.
Alright. For everyone at home, yes, AK was surprised. The last meeting was a long time ago, and he just felt like the Vermilion style in his gameplay just changed completely. How about you, Vermilion? How did you feel about that, and did anything surprise you?
So yeah, I'm just grateful that he didn't use them more. So, yeah.
But ganun po, parang yung ano pa yung hindi mo pinaghandaan yung pinubugbog.
I don't know, man.
So AK is asking why Vermilion was so successful in winning against the characters he wasn't prepared for. So seems like Vermilion went beside Super Saiyan. So if I may ask for the viewers at home, how did you guys prepare for this? Because first to sevens aren't that common. We usually see each other in tournament settings. How did you guys prepare for each other? Let's start with AK.
Ganun pa rin naman po yung usual na ginagawa kong practice dati. Yun, nanonood ng mga YouTube videos. Syempre, laging naglalaro para prepare din. Kaso, yun nga, ngayon online na. So, medyo weird yung setting kapag sa online. Kasi yun, ganun pa rin naman.
Gotcha. So, yeah, AK just does his usual routine, goes for the YouTube videos, watch VODs, and also playing online. But so far, still adjusting, but still like putting in the work. How about you, Vermilion?
Nothing too different from AK's answer, to be honest. Lots of video review, lots of playing online. It helps that the netcode's a lot better now. So I've been getting to play with lots of Koreans and Japanese. And a lot of the credit goes to my coach too. He's been a really huge part of like helping me prepare for not just this game, but for the previous tournaments and all that stuff too. So I'd give a lot of the credit to him too.
I heard that your coach is also a language coach because of the message you gave.
Yes, he is somewhat of a language coach every now and then.
I need the language coach. Kid, do you have any questions?
Dude, I do want to mention to the viewers that Vermilion's coach is Nate Lover, who also used to be AK's coach when he was still back in Playbook Esports. So again, Vermilion, how much pressure did you feel when you went underway, especially in first to seven? Did you feel any pressure at all, even?
The pressure is always the highest when I'm fighting the notable names like AK and the rest of the top placing guys. So. Yeah, it's I can't describe how much pressure there is going into it, but just had to stick to the game plan, I guess, and I'm happy it worked out.
How about you, AK? Did you feel any pressure coming into this match?
Opo, syempre kasi si Kuya El, talagang kilala siya as magaling na player and nakaka-pressure rin yun laro na long set. So yun, yung gaya nga sabi ko dun sa interview dati na si Kuya El when it comes to long sets talaga. Nakakatakot.
So AK mentioned that he is scared of Vermilion, especially in long sets, and he did feel that pressure, especially Vermilion being a notable player here in the Tekken scene in the Philippines. So, gentlemen, I just have to ask you guys, do you guys have any words for each other? Will we see a run back at this first to seven? Because I think everyone just loved seeing you guys just give us some good-ass Tekken. AK, any words for Vermilion?
Nice game po. Siyempre, yun yung pinakauna. And thank you sa pagbigay ng magandang game. Nag-enjoy ako. Sobra. And ang dami ko rin natutunan dun sa laro namin ni Kuya El. And sana maulit. Siyempre, gusto ko ulit maulit yun and makalaro ulit si Kuya El ng long sets.
All right, you guys. He just said that, yeah, it was nice and great games. He enjoyed it a lot and learned a lot. And of course, he wants to run it back and just show everyone what Philippine Tekken is all about. Vermilion, what about you? Any words for AK?
Just thank you for giving me the time and the chance to do this, of course. You're one of the players I look up to the most ever since. And until this day, I still really, really look up to you. So thank you so much for this set. And yeah, definitely, let's do a run back for sure.
The dust has settled, and these guys, just showing us how wholesome the Tekken community here is in the Philippines. Now, guys, now's the time to give your shout outs, your thanks, and also tell everyone who's watching how they can support you, how they can follow you. So, AK, the floor is yours. Go for it.
Shoutouts po sa sponsors ko, syempre unang-una sa Playbook Esports, sa likod, Laos Auto Group. Maraming salamat po sa kanila. Shoutouts din syempre kay Kuya Richard, kay Ate Chris, and kay Kuya Konkon. And sa manager namin, si Kuya David. And lalo na sa ka-teammate ko, si Kuya Andring. Shoutouts sa'yo. And shoutouts din kay Kuya El, and sa inyo pong dalawa. Thank you po sa pakisama sa amin dito. And nice game po kay Kuya El. Shoutouts din sa mga viewers natin dyan. Sana nag-enjoy kayo. And para makita nyo and masuportahan nyo, sundan nyo lang yung, syempre una, yung Playbook Esports page. And syempre yung page ko na rin, if hindi nyo mahanap, AK lang siya, pero kapag hindi nyo pa rin mahanap, type nyo lang AK sa puso mo. Lalabas na yung page na yun. So, yan. Yun talaga yung name na yun.
That's a lot of names.
So,
AK support.
AK thanking everyone from Playbook Esports to Laos Auto Group Playbook Esports. Kuya Richard, Kuya Konkon, Ate Chris, just everyone, especially also Doji.
Dagdag ko na rin po, shoutouts din sa family ko sa walang sawang support, sa mom ko, sa father ko, sa dalawang kapatid, and dun sa lola ko, sa lahat, sa tita ko, sa tito ko, syempre. Thank you po.
You're making me work, AK. So again, as you said,
shoutouts
to the sponsors, Playbook Esports, Laos Auto Group, Kuya Richard, Kuya Konkon, just all those guys. Shoutouts also. Shoutouts to Vermilion for giving him that match. He also gave us a shout out, and shoutouts to the viewers at home as well. If you want to support him, please go and like the Playbook Esports page as well as his page as well. If you don't know his page, it's AK in your heart. Just look for that. And shout out to the AK family, his mom, his dad, his uncle. I'm being worked to death. Please, Vermilion, take it away. AK, everyone loves you. You know that. AK, Merry Christmas. That's what he says. Vermilion, go. You're next.
Oh man. All right. Just the usual. First of all, my sponsor, Signal Ultra. They also have a Facebook page, Signal Ultra. My coach, who's helped me prepare for this and literally everything else, he's been a huge part of my growth, and I don't think I would be where I'm at in my Tekken skill, if that's the right word to call it, if it wasn't for him. My friends at home, my family, Kismet, my wife, Eiko, my baby daughter, Lolo Mayo, Tita Ping, Tito Tutit, May, Tito Bibor, Renzo, Bea, Megan,
Thank God I'm
Monkey,
not translating
Mika. I'll leave it at that for now. And yeah, for socials, I have a Facebook page. It's DVJ space Vermilion. Just one L for the Vermilion. I post content every now and then over there, so you guys can check that out. I have a Twitter also at DJin_L. I'm not as active there, but I try every now and then too. But yeah, and as AK mentioned, you guys, Poch and Kid, holy crap, the things you guys did yesterday. What was that, like a 10, 11, 12 hour non-stop marathon? Good God, guys. So
Thank you. It was worth it to catch
Jesus,
the matches.
guys.
So thank you guys. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Guys, that has been AK and Vermilion. Go for it. Not done yet.
Syempre sa gaming chair ko. Thank you po sa nagbigay. Bathala gaming chair. And syempre, sa isang magandang gaming headset. Alam niyo na yan. Astro Gaming Headset. Thank you sa Astro Gaming Headset.
Let's go.
Syempre, di ko makakalimutan yun. Thank you po sa pagbigay ng magandang event. Astro Gaming.
Astro Gaming just got shouted out by AK, even his gaming chair. But what's the name?
Bathala.
Bathala. Yeah. So AK, it's very gracious. Just very thankful to anything. Guys, we're so thankful for that type of match. AK and Vermilion, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for an amazing match. Kid, I just gotta catch my breath there. That's a lot of
breathe in and
chances.
breathe out, Poch. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been PBE, AK, and Signal Ultra Vermilion. In any other news, this has been Kid and my partner, Potch Spice Potch. It has been great. It has been lovely. 12-hour casts have never been so fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah, follow these socials that are on the screen right now. It's BNE Esports for Twitter and YouTube, and Tekken for Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook for all things related in the world of Tekken, you guys.
So, Potch, do you have anything other? Do you have anything other else to say to the viewers out there?
Thank you guys so much for making this one of the most epic weekends this year. You guys made it all worth it. You know what? 10-hour, 11-hour cast, I don't care, as long as we're able to rep the Philippine Tekken scene. And I hope you guys were entertained, and I hope you guys can support all the players that you just saw, because that was some good-ass Tekken, kid.